In this video, we are going to revise key philosophers and their ethical principles. Hello everyone, welcome to the Tapasya for IAS YouTube channel. So let's begin. Aristotle, core idea, virtue ethics, happiness, eudaimonia, through virtuous living. Principles, practical wisdom, wise decision making, example, balanced policy choice. Courage, facing adversity, example, standing for justice. Justice, fairness, example, DPSP, Article 38 for wealth equity. Temperance, moderation, example, avoiding excess. Teleology, purpose driven life, example, Vivekananda's teachings. Doctrine of mean, balance between extreme, example, Buddhist Madhyam Marg. Contemplation, wisdom as a highest activity, example, Gandhi's Satyagraha. Applications, governance, public welfare, ethical leadership. Citizens, voluntary, critical education. Criticism, outdated views on women's slavery, metaphysics, unprovable, feminist critic of gender bias, 2025. Thomas Hobbes, core idea, social contract for order in a chaotic state of nature. Principles, state of nature, war without government. Social contract, right to security, example, tax compliance. Absolute sovereignty, strong ruler, example, India's central authority. Self interest drives human action. Equality maintained by government. Applications, governance, strong center, rule of law, example, Article 14. Citizens obeying law, mutual respect. Criticism, unrealistic state of nature. Risk, authoritarianism. Democratic critique of sovereignty, 2025. John Locke, core idea, liberalism. Natural right and limited government. Principles, natural rights, life, liberty, property, example, Article 21. Social contract, consent based governance, example, preamble. Limited government, separation of powers, example, US Constitution. Empiricism, knowledge from experience. Applications, governance, accountable government, separation of power. Citizens, voting, advocating right. Criticism, property focus, risk, inequality. Empiricism ignores subjectivity. Wealth and equality concerns, 2025. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, core idea, social contract based on general will. General will, collective, its principle are general will, collective interest, example, public policies. Social contract, mutual consent, example, DPSPs. Popular sovereignty, people's power, example, 73rd Amendment. Natural goodness, society corrupts. Applications, governance, democratic accountability. Citizens, promoting common goods equality. Criticism, general will, risk, authoritarianism, idealistic human nature. Abated populist misuse, concerns, 2025. Immanuel Kant, core idea, deontological ethics, universal moral laws. Principle, categorical imperative, universal moral rules, example, honesty. Autonomy, free decisions making, example, free speeches. Kingdom of ends, respecting human dignity. Goodwill, duty driven actions, example, whistleblowing. Applications, governance, fair laws, citizen autonomy. Citizens, moral duty, community services. Criticism, overly rational, abstract principle. Neglect, consequentialism. George Will Friedrich Hegel, core idea, dialectical progress of history and consciousness. Principles: dialectical method, thesis and antithesis, synthesis. Example: Indian art evolution. Absolute spirit, evolving reality. Example: Indian culture. World's historical individuals. Key figures: example: Gandhi. Geist. Collective consciousness. Applications: governance, rule of law, social welfare. Example: NREJ, NREGA. Citizens: RTI, anti-corruption efforts. Criticism: abstract authoritarian tendencies. Updated: Eurocentrism, Critic 2025. Jeremy Bentham, core ideas. Utilitarianism, greatest happiness for greatest number. Principles: utilitarianism, maximize happiness. Example: public health policies. Hedonistic calculus, weighing pleasure pain. Liberty and equality, fair laws. Animal welfare, moral consideration for animals. Applications: governance, infrastructure, legal reform. Citizens: equal rights, animal welfare advocacy. Criticism: oversimplifies ethics, neglects justice. Ecosystem rights, expansion 2025. John Stuart Mill, core idea: refined utilitarianism emphasizes on liberty. Principles: harm principle, freedom unless harm. Example: personal choices. Utilitarianism, happiness for majority. Liberty, free expression. Democracy, citizens' participation. Applications: governance, free speech, public welfare. Citizens: individuality, democratic engagement. Criticism: elitist pressure, neglect social cohesion. Systematic harm concern 2025. Karl Marx, core ideas: class struggle drives history, socialism as solution. Principles: historical materialism, material conditions shape society. Class struggle, workers versus capitalist. Alienation, workers disconnected from labor. Communism, classless society. Typicals: governance, labor protections, automation policies. Citizens: workers advocacy, cooperatives. Criticism: predictions failed, risk authoritarianism, environmental neglect. Critic 2025. Here is tips for you. Prelims: focus on key principles, examples, and criticism. For MCQ, since ethics is not part of our prelims, so we are leaving from here. This is the end of lecture. So friends, we will meet in the next video. If you have any doubt, you can ask in comment sections. Subscribe the channel, like the video, and don't forget to press bell icon so that UPSC focus videos keep reaching you. Thanks for watching. Jai Hind.